Start the recording. On behalf of ICC Tri-Valley, I am Vanita Agarwal, one of the advisory board members, and I want to welcome all of you to our first ICC Creative Writing Contest. We are excited. Actually, this was our first kids-related program that was very well welcomed and received a lot of entries. So thank you everybody who has given their writing to us, and it was an honor to receive everybody and all the stories and the poems that we received. They were all very, very good, and I'm so proud of all our kids who are just so much more talented than what we were when we were younger. So congratulations to each one of them. I am going to actually now invite Madhuri. Madhuri is our Madhuri Karanam. She is our youth wing coordinator. She has been leading a lot of activities for our youth coming up. We just started, focusing more on our youth program since ICC Tri-Valley is still in the infancy stage. So we are taking step by step. And Madhuri is leading a lot of, and she'll go through our, youth programs. We started with an ICC writing contest, but there is many, many more things to come. So thank you, Madhuri, for taking charge on this youth wing for ICC Tri-Valley. And please share the upcoming details and, programs for our youth.
Thank you, Vanita. I'm excited to be here and very excited to be part of ICC Tri-Valley Youth Wing. As Vanita was saying, we just started working on this Youth Wing this year, and the participation and the energy that we are seeing around it has been really incredible, and we are very excited to kick things off with like a live session with this poetry conference. Today is World Poetry Day, so we are so excited that we are celebrating that over here in this manner. We have all these wonderful, poets and authors here that have joined us, and we'll get to hear them speak later on as well. But really excited to be leading the Youth Wing program. I will quickly share one of the slides that will talk a little bit about the program, what we have been doing so far, and what some upcoming activities are. So I'm going to start to share my screen. Give me 1 second. Okay. So okay. Hopefully you all are able to see my screen. Again, we have a very robust program. We thought a lot through, what are some of the things that we could do that could bring the youth energy, into ICC. And what we landed with was these 4 wings that you see here. We have a wellness wing. This is currently being led by the In Touch group. I think we have the In Touch group here with us who have also participated in this World Poetry Day. So it's being led by Shreya, Meera, Tarani, and Ananya. And we had a really good workshop that they ran, a very successful one earlier this year. So welcome to all of them. And that went really very well. And we have the second wing, which is our academic and recreational wing. This is one of the more exciting wings that we have. We are planning to do a lot of exciting things with this particular wing. This is led by Ila right now. She put together everything related to this poetry competition. So big thanks to her for sure. And we have 2 more that is still coming up. We have a community service wing. It's with me temporarily, but we are looking for a lead for that. We have a technology wing. It is with me, but we have identified someone who will help us run this technology wing as well. So we'll have some hackathons that we are planning. So, look out for announcements on that too. So those are the 4 different wings that we have. I highly encourage all the youth to, keep looking for the notifications that are coming from ICCs, because we'll be running a lot of activities related to that. And so quickly, the activities that we have done so far, as I mentioned, we did a very successful mental health workshop that was hosted by In Touch. And then this is our second. We had this creative writing competition. What's coming up in the future months, I think we'll almost have one every month. The one that will be coming up in April, which we are still working on, is the second mental health workshop. We will then hopefully plan for our first hackathon as well. And then we are also very excited about a youth talent show. I think that'll be another very exciting show to be looking forward to. So these are just a little bit insight into what's coming up on the ICC Tri-Valley Youth Wing side. So that's from what we are having overall. But I would now like to invite Ila Kulkerny. So she has been leading the poetry wing in the academic and recreational part for us. So Ila.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So first off, I wanted to thank you so much for coming to this International Poetry Day event. My name is Ila Kulkerny, like Madhuri said, and I am currently a senior at Amador Valley High School. And I know that writing is a really big part of every student's life in terms of like school and stuff like that, but it definitely plays a bigger role outside of just academics and writing essays and stuff like that. So to me and to a lot of you here today, creative writing is a form of self-expression and freedom. And in my life, writing has played an enormous role. And that's mostly thanks to my mom, who is actually a Hindi poet, and she's always encouraged me to like write my own work. Not in Hindi because I'm not very good at that, but definitely in English. And I started my own blog and stuff. And I think it's very, very cool that you guys have come here today, either because you participated or just to listen to these poets talk about their work. And we're here today to celebrate the whole writing spirit within us. So I just wanted to say a thank you to all of our contestants out there who worked very hard to submit their poetry, and also congratulations to our winners. You are all very talented and dedicated writers, so thank you for sharing your work with us. So today's event is going to start off with me introducing the judges that took the time out of their busy days to judge this whole event. And then from there, we will declare our contest winners and let them read out the pieces, the winning pieces. And that's basically all we have planned in terms of speakers. So the rest of the time, we'll just open up the floor to anyone and have like an open mic type night. And anyone is free to share their writing if you are ready to do so. So today I just wanted to kick off the program with a short poem that encompasses our sentiments here today. So this is The Joy of Writing by Wisława Borska. So I didn't write this. Why does this written doe bound through these written woods? For a drink of written water from a spring, whose surface will Xerox her soft muslin. Why does she lift her head? Does she hear something? Perched on 4 slim legs, borrowed from the truth, she pricks up her ears beneath my fingertips. Silence. This word also rustles across the page and parts the boughs that have separated from the word woods. Lying in wait, set to pounce on the blank page, are letters up to no good. Clutches of clauses so subordinate, they'll never let her get away. Not a thing will happen unless I say so. Without my blessing, not a leaf will fall. Not a blade of grass would bend beneath that little hoof's full stop. Is there then a world where I rule absolutely on fate? A time I bind with chains of signs? An existence become endless at my bidding? The joy of writing, the power of persevering, revenge of the mortal hand. So I picked that poem because I thought it beautifully encompassed what writing feels like to somebody that's kind of putting their thoughts and expressions on a page. And it just beautifully portrays what the kind of process of writing your own work is like. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed that. I'm going to move on to judge introductions. So I don't know if our judges are here today right now, but I'll just give a quick.
Yeah, I do see our judge. I think one judge is here.
Okay, great. Well, I'll introduce both of them anyways, but here we go. So our first judge is an avid reader and a lifetime literature student, Preeti Pratima. So Preeti has taught writing at elementary to high school levels for over a decade. And she's currently working as a realtor while continuing her love for reading. So thank you for your time, Judge Preeti. And our second judge loves to read on a myriad of subjects. By day, Ashima Mangla works as a data scientist at AT&T, but during the evening, she's a busy soccer mom. But by nightfall, she takes her favorite form, an addicted reader. So thank you, Judge Ashima. Once again, I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedules to help ICC spread the joy of writing, and just helping further the writing of these wonderful contestants that we have today. So now I'm going to hand the mic over to Manju for a introduction for Advisor Gotham.
Thank you, Ila. Thank you for a great start of this program. And I welcome all of you here. And Ashima for being a judge. Thank you very much. Gautam Sinha is a CEO of Times Internet, and he runs multiple businesses. Yet he finds time to follow his passion to serve the community selflessly. He is co-chair at founding advisory board of ICC Tri-Valley, and he is the one think tank behind all our creative ideas, what we are trying to do here at Tri-Valley. It's my pleasure to invite Gotham to announce ICC Tri-Valley Writing Contest 2021 winners. Gotham, please come and announce the winners. Welcome.
Thank you, Manjuji. And I think the introduction is not so true. I am one of the volunteers, Jack, like all of you, trying to help the community. And today I'm very delighted to see this, ICC Tri-Valley. It's less than a year since it was incorporated and started. I think we started on June 6th last year. It's my pleasure actually to see how well the youth community is starting to come through. And my sincere thanks to Madhuri, Ila, powered by some youth of the community, to see this fruition. While this is the first of the events, I think we'll be able to bring a lot of these events to the community in due time, going from strength to strength. I will also like to thank, all the organizers of this, the judges, and last but not the least, all the participants who are all winners, for this event. My claps and thanks to all of them. I'll go through the process of announcing the winners, but before I announce, I want to make sure, in my mind, everyone is a winner, for this contest. I think we are all on our journeys, and participation is the biggest thing that we can ask for. Let me start with the second runner-up for the event. The creation is titled Humankind, and the author is Diksha Kaku. If we can get Diksha, a big round of applause for her.
Diksha, are you able to turn on your video if you're comfortable with that? I was trying to spotlight.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see the message in the chat.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Congratulations, Diksha.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations, Diksha.
Thank you.
Can we get her on the screen?
Can we get you on video? I can do the spotlight. Or are you comfortable, Diksha?
Yeah, she is here. I think I can see.
You see her?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can do the spotlight. Okay. I have the spotlight on her actually. Yeah. Thank you, Diksha.
Maybe if you stop sharing the screen.
Yeah, she will come automatically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Congratulations, Diksha.
Nice. Good job.
Wonderful. Now, moving to announce the first runner-up. The creation is The Happiest Girl, and I love this line and the title. The poem is created by Swarna Vinay Tirthan. If we can have her on the screen as well. Congratulations, Swarna. Is she here? Great. Do we have Swarna here? Or?
We
There.
Yes, there she is. Hi. Congratulations, Swarna.
Thank you.
We'll have you read the poems as well, in due time. Love to listen to them. And finally, the first place for today, the title is Different Sounds in a Minute. It's a short story, and the author is Amishi Anand. Congratulations, Amishi.
Yeah. Are you here, Amishi? I don't see you here. Are you here?
I don't see her.
Yeah, I don't think.
Wonderful. Thank you, Manjuji. Back to you.
Yes. So, Ila, can you please request these winners to recite their poems for us, for the audience?
Yes, of course. So let me just pull up. Okay, so this is kind of the beginning of the open mic portion of the night, but before we have our contest winners recite their poems, we're going to have our judge, Ashima Mangal, read out one of her own pieces. So if you're ready for that, you can take the floor.
Hi, Ilha. Thank you so much. But like people said before me, everybody was a winner. It was really, really hard to choose. So who's not, whose name is not announced today might be announced next in the next event. So please keep up with the writing. And I myself, I just didn't write that well when I was that age. So it's just like very basic penning down of thoughts, and I can just share one of such a ponder situation in the night that I wrote. It's called the In the Quiet of the Night. In the quiet of the night, when my thoughts take flight, in the realm of what has beens, in anticipation of what will be's, sometimes in sadness, sometimes in fear, sometimes in memories one holds so dear, sometimes in the lure of the future not here. I chase them around in a merry-go-round, and then, by and by, become aware of the now and its where. And in the quiet of the night, embracing it all, the past, the future, the emotions they blend, in a wholesome present, with mindful equanimity, I become whole. In the quiet of the night, I become complete to greet the morning treat. And that's it.
Thank you. Very
Thank you.
nice.
Thank you.
Very nice poem.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And I think a lot of the writers here today can almost relate to what you wrote. So Thank you for sharing that. Now we're going to have the winners read their pieces. So first we'll have the third place winner, Diksha Kaku, read her piece labeled Humankind.
Humankind. A man, woman, or child, of different eyes and ears, of different colors we bear. Humankind. A story awaiting each born soul, a tale to tell with each old and worn. A different experience, a different door. The paths we take. A soul, a heart, a mind, a bond, a passion, all different, all unique, all extraordinary, all in one frame. Humankind. At the end, a golden nature, the bridge with only a red strand, unusable. Add a blue strand, unstable. But with all seven, the arc is made to the ultimate color of us, humankind.
Thank you. That was wonderful, Diksha. Thank you so much. So next we're going to have the second place winner, Swarna Vinay Tirthan, read her piece titled The Happiest Girl.
She laughs the hardest with her friends. She smiles the brightest at school. She seems to be the happiest out of all of them. People say she is the perfect girl. People say she's the smartest, the happiest, the best. That's because people don't know what happens when she is on her own. They don't know how broken she is, how much pain she goes through, how much hurt she has inside her. She projects a perfect image, makes people think she is okay, that she is perfectly fine. The people that seem to be the happiest are the most upset. She seems like everything is fine because she doesn't want people to worry about her. She prays that her friends are doing okay, forgets about her own pain as she tries to fix others. She is always there for the people she cares about. She wants to be the person they wish she had to rely on. Society has taught us that happiness is the best quality. Be happy, it's not that hard. But little do they know that it is hard, harder than they could ever imagine. And it's hard to want to be happy when you have been broken time and time again. We learn that if you're not happy, something is wrong. We have to accept that happiness is not achievable, that being hurt and in pain is okay, and that you aren't doing something wrong. Normalizing unhappiness is essential. We as a community have set unachievable standards of mental well-being, taking people's lives as they try to reach this false goal. She cries the hardest when she is alone at night. She fights the hardest when someone hurts her. She gets the darkest when she is upset. Like the calm ocean, beauty above the surface, and darkness always lurking beneath, invisible to those who choose to only view the surface, because the people who seem the happiest hurt the most. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Very nice.
Thank you, Swarna.
Wonderful.
That was beautiful. So our first place winner is unfortunately not here today, Amishi. She won first place with her beautiful short story. It is in the category of horror. So I'll just read out her work. It obviously won't be as good as if she was reading it because she's written this, but I will try my best to do justice to the piece.
Thank you.
Different sounds in a minute. 3 a.m. Pitter-patter, little thuds on the ceiling of the apartment. The flickering streetlight illuminates the tears on the window, rolling silently into the gutters. Tick-tock, little clocks echo from a few feet above me. My eyes trail to find an analog clock, wooden and ancient. I'm not religious, but noticing it's the devil's hour, I subconsciously shiver. Zzz. Sleep was supposed to be silent, yet the figure next to me is anything but. The device in his ears keeps him from hearing the loud noises he makes. With each breath, his chest rises and falls. The noise is peaceful, almost, the calm before the storm. Click, a lock. Something is going to happen. She has the key. Now there's nothing between us but stairs and an unlocked door. Creak. Now there are only stairs. The footsteps are silent, but the floorboards groan from the weight. She has everything. I have nothing. She hurt me. I'll hurt her. Whoosh. The vents let out a long-held breath. The hot air entangles with the cold. The room will heat up eventually, but I'll be under the blankets by then. Low? Her voice, so similar to mine. One might even say identical. It was time. From under the untouched pillow, I retrieve my weapon. The new cold gun feels normal, comfortable even, under the warmth of my fingers. Bang. The sound echoes off the walls. Down the street. I look down at the body on the floor. Another droplet of water, this time from my eye, falls, rolling over the smile drawn across my lips. Clink. Her jewelry shines under the low light filtered through the blinds. It was now mine. Her life was now mine. Her husband, the man she stole from me, was now mine. The last face she saw was one that some would say was her own. Everyone says they would kill for a twin, but I killed mine. Thump. I'm unsure where it came from. It's loud and rhythmic. It gets louder and faster, but I take a deep breath and then silence, the loudest sound of the night. So again, that was Different Sounds in a Minute by Amishi. So claps, even though she's not here.
That was wonderful, Ila.
Thank
I
you.
would also like to take a moment to recognize you and your contribution as the program lead in bringing this event together. And you have done a fantastic job, onwards and upwards, for doing many such activities for ICC Tri-Valley Youth Week. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was actually an amazing experience. I got to work with everyone here and also Madhuri, and she was a great help. So I love this opportunity and I'm so glad that we get to do it again very soon.
Wonderful.
So
Thank
now
you.
that we've read the contestants' pieces, the ones that won, I'm just going to open up the stage for the open mic to the audience members. So if anyone has a writing piece, a poem, or a short story like the one I just read that they would like to share, I think you can just unmute yourself and go ahead probably.
I have a poem that I wrote that I would love to share.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you so much for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
So this poem is titled Black. I wrote this poem just to sort of play around with like the writing style of poetry in general, and just in general to sort of bring more sense into the color, which means a lot to me. So black is the night. Black makes you run away in fright. Black is the color of a dead flower, but it radiates a somewhat hallucinating power. Black is the color of rotting food. Black is the color of an angry mood. Black means the ending of your life. Black is the color of a handle on a knife. Dark night, I'm standing there in fright of the black, black night. Thank you.
Thank you. It was very
Wonderful,
nice.
Shreya. Yeah.
Thank you.
So we'll make this ICC Creative Writing Contest almost like an annual, event. There'll be more chances coming in. And also, if any of our youth participants would like to volunteer for, you heard Madhuri speak about all the wonderful activities that are coming up. If you would like to volunteer in any of those events too, please, I have listed down the website, www.icctrivalley.org. Please go there and there is a email ID, and I can actually put in the email ID as well, info@icctrivalley.org. So please email your interest form, and we'll get in touch with you if there is if you're interested in something that is coming up and would like to become an active volunteer. Okay, so anyone else wants to recite their writing?
Anyone from the audience member can go ahead. It doesn't have to be like a poem.
Ila, can you please recite one of your poems?
Yeah, I can go if no one else wants to go right now, but the floor is still open even after. So I will pull up one of my pieces. Okay, so this piece I wrote, I think a while ago, maybe like 2 years ago, 2019 or 18, I think it was 3 years ago, after the Parkland shooting in Florida. I know it's kind of a grim topic, but I remember I read about it on the news and I was just appalled. Like, I know Sandy Hook happened before that, and honestly, I think I was too young to kind of understand the impact of what that really meant. So when this happened during a time where I could understand the atrocities and stuff like that, I think I wrote this in like one sitting. So this is just my take on what happened. And yeah, so I'll just start. So it's titled Enough. Bang, bang, bang. The shots echoed as they rang off the lockers in the halls. Heads turned in confusion. Feet shuffled around. Murmurs started rising to screams. Kids ran as far as they possibly could, but sadly, nothing was far enough. The monster was coming. He was close. He walked in, and they saw him leaning over them. He took one look at them, and he laughed, pointing his gun at them. They stood in shock, completely numb. Bang, bang, bang. Screams turned to silence. Bodies fell. Neighbors, tutors, siblings, cousins, children. Finally, everything stopped as the noise came to an end. Red spread everywhere. Red from young ones, red from old ones, red from black, red from white, red from all. What had seemed like forever was finally over. Or so we thought. Bottled up pain finally broke through. We've lost so much, so many. Alyssa, Martin, Nicholas, Jamie, Luke, Kara, Haquin, Carmen, just to name a few of the amazing souls who are here and now are gone. We are done taking this abuse. You need to make sure there isn't another one like Cruz. It's not you who's going to make the change because we have endured the pain for too long now. We have had it. Enough is enough. Age, race, gender, nothing will keep us apart now. But we have come together and we are breaking the barriers. We've waited so long for you to do something, but now it's time for us to take charge. We are taking a huge step in the only direction left to go, forward. You may support us if you wish, or keep hiding behind that big title of yours. You choose. The time has come. Enough is enough. Thank you.
Very
Thank you,
nice.
Ila. This always gives me goosebumps. This is such
Yeah.
a touching story and touching thing. Thank you. Anyone? Can we have some more beautiful poems, creations?
Are any of the other contestants here, anyone that submitted their poem, perhaps, even if you didn't win, if you participated, we'd love to hear your work.
I can read mine.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, it's called Feast. I sit in a feast with fate as my guest, with a new friend, a precious new ingredient to serve in an enticing dish. Mr. Fate dives in, I hope he is pleased. He ruffles through, nibbling at his favorite parts, and I sit in the corner playing with Mr. Universe, anticipating the leftovers. Mr. Fate moves on. It seems that he is not. Mr. Universe devours it, yet the rest, eating everything and anything, and I sit in the corner with a polite smile on my face, wondering if our acquaintanceship would allow him to spare me a piece of this dish. No, I guess our friendship does not matter, so I'm left sitting in the corner, staring at an empty dish, and anxiously awaiting the next feast and wondering who I shall have to serve up next.
That was great. Thank you, Mira. Anyone else?
I wrote a poem. It's not the one that I submitted, but I just wrote another poem during the whole pandemic.
Go ahead.
Like a way to get it out. It's called Ignite It. In the beginning of the second decade, pain rained on us like a strike of a blade, but it did not rain on top of us, even through all that gray. And black and darkness surrounding us. A tunnel with tight walls and isolating closure, where we waited restlessly for days at first, and then months, the time is feeling as dirt. With countless souls hurt and grieving, and many still processing the facts they are receiving, we may think the tunnel is endless, with the troubles and strains merciless. But just like any realistic tunnel, like any realistic stop to struggles, it will end. The vile, rife affairs will bend on a turn on the path ahead and descend to the end. With the new beginning, new thoughts in mind, our experiences bringing us out of that blind state where we feel each other and find a way to make things right. If only we try to reach that light at the end of the tunnel with all of our might, and however small and faint it is, however dim and microscopic it may be, with all that determination we have as humankind, light, spark, ignited.
That was beautiful.
Wonderful picture.
Beautiful.
Very,
Yes.
it's an application to what we're all going through today. And it's kind of something, it's not just like an individual thing. Obviously, the whole world is going through this. And I think you put those words on paper very beautifully. So thank you.
Thank you.
We still have a lot of time left for anyone that wants to go. So any of the adults as well, you're free to share your thoughts even, or your writing experiences.
No?
Yeah, I think everyone's done for today, but yeah, so if no one else wants to share one of their pieces, I think I can hand it off to you for closing remarks.
Okay. So I think we don't have any volunteers for more poems, more creative things. Okay. So after such a wonderful program, there is nothing much to say. I won't say much to spoil the fun and seriousness of the occasion, what we have heard here, we have learned. I just want to thank you all, the audience, the participants, and Ila, the program organizer, Madhuri, who is ICC TV Youth Wing coordinator, and all team members, volunteers, everybody. Thank you very much for helping us to help the community. Look forward to seeing you all in our future events. Have a great rest of weekend and thank you. Goodbye. One thing before we leave, I want to say all the winners, please send us an email just to confirm your email. We would like to send your gift certificates. Winners have received the gifts, Amazon gift certificates. So we will send your e-certificate and your gift certificate. Thank you very much for being here with us. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thank you, Manjuji.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Madhuri. Wonderful program. Thank you, Ila.
Thank you.